Hello, I'm Charles Davis of cdavisgroup.com. I'd like to show you today a new product. It was created for me by my friend Dan at selfdefensecanes.com. It's Dragon Scratcher. You've all seen those cheap plastic back scratchers. They're good for scratching, but nothing else. This Dragon Scratcher is a great back scratcher, but can be an excellent self-defense tool. The Dragon Scratcher is made from oak, American oak, nicely grained, has an interesting dragon shape on it. It has, in this case, green eyes. There's an Asian legend that says, eyes give life to the wood. I don't know if that's true or not. But this would make a nice, interesting paperweight. It has a hole for hooking or a thong. You could hang it in your home or have it in your car. And it's a very handy self-defense tool. Let's talk about some of the things you could do with this in a self-defense situation. First of all, in self-defense, with everybody with camera phones and internet postings, you want to be careful not to be too aggressive. You don't want to appear on the internet like this. So you want to adopt a pretty non-aggressive pose, and I kind of like this one. This is a very simple pose. State police use this with their police batons, and very few people know what's behind your back. That's one good pose, and another one is drag your hands out just into a two-handed mode like this. It's pretty non-aggressive, and you can say, stop, I don't want any problems. And from this you can launch into a good self-defense mode. So let's look at a few things you could do. There's one thing I call the flick. It's a very simple flick. I like to use the flat part, unless you really want to injure somebody. And you can actually put a little spring force into it. You can step. So on Bob, it would look something like this. You can see that might discourage somebody from bothering you. Another thing you can do in this mode, with two hands, you can use two-hand blocks. And you can use a block with a counter strike. So you might block, strike. From the other side, block, strike. On Bob, this would look like something like block, strike. From the other side, block, strike. You can see that could be a pretty effective self-defense. From there you can go into rotundas, they're called. It's really, for the Filipino martial arts, like a move called rotunda. It's a very simple with your wrist type of move. You can see your hand is always behind the striking tool, and it's a very short type of move. I'll use this on Bob. Actually, I'm going to use a regular jogging stick. I sell them as Dog Go. You can carry it when you're jogging, and you can use it the same as a Dragon Scratcher. You can flick, you can rotunda, like that. You can block, you can strike. As you can see, you can do a lot of these moves, and you can put them together. So you can block, strike. Very effective moves you can practice at home, on a tree, in the backyard even. And the last thing I'll mention is a little more advanced move that if you studied martial arts, you'll probably recognize it as a palm heel block. I'm going to demonstrate that with bare hands, because you can practice this at home or in your car. You could sit in your car with your hands on the steering wheel, palms on the rim. You actually could slide your hands along the rim. At some point, your hands will tangle. So let that bottom hand push this one off, and then you could strike with your palm. You're actually striking with the nub of your heel, the heel of your hand. Very effective to the face area. You can do both sides. You can run your hands along the wheel, palm, heel, strike. You could also, again, we'll do along the wheel, palm, heel. You could do that move with the strike. You could do both sides. You could actually do that with your Dragon Scratcher. You could palm, heel, strike, So there's a couple of good things to practice. And at some point, I think I'll do a little demonstration with my good friend Kui. He's going to step up to the front. Come on down, Kui. Kui studies martial arts with me. He has black belts in various styles, Kung Fu. He's been gracious enough to give me a hand. Maybe if you step here, Kui.
So,
And if you would attack. Okay, using a two-handed move, like a straight punch, for example, you could step to the inside, you could block it, you could come across with a counterattack, and then you could go right into your rotundas. Okay, let's try it a little quicker. Okay, inside hook, again using a two-handed approach. Block, counter strike, you could do something with your hands, do something with your rotundas. Okay, again. Okay, straight punch,
with a chop.
chop.
Judo.
Again, you could hook down, you could strike back, you could actually use your foot and use your rotunda. Okay, and a kick. Slow, strike, back strike, rotunda. Okay, now we'll do it a little faster. Boom. Sorry, I get your elbow a little
No
bit.
problem.
All right. Did we cover it all?
That's great, huh?
That's good enough. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Bree.
So,
It's a very good uke. That really shows only a few things you can do, and so I'd like to thank my friend Dave on the camera, my friend Kui, and I'd like to ask you to visit my website, www.cdavisgroup, for the Dragon Scratcher and other products. I have a line of custom canes by Dan, rattan canes, Eskrima sticks, and the last product, a Eskrima scraper, which is a rattan Eskrima stick with a very interesting hard plastic machined edge for really clearing out those difficult areas. So thank you very much, and check my website.